If you can't laugh at others, laugh at yourself. She hosted the Oscars in 2014. So there are so many jokes out there and you can pick up anything that you find suitable and interesting for your audience. Hey there, I'm Nancy Shah. I'm a trainer, public speaker, anchor, voiceover artist and founder of Speaker Circle. We have started an initiative called Speaker Circle where we help people improve their public speaking skills. You can also be there and join our online meetings. All you need to do is fill up the form. You'll find the link in the description. In today's video, I'm going to talk about using humor while opening your speeches. So let's get started. The last video talked about 3 different techniques to start your speech. The first one is arouse curiosity, second one is about asking questions, and third one is about using data and statistical information. The fourth technique that I want to share today is about using humor while opening your speeches. Humor is one of the best ways to connect with your audience. If you can make your audience laugh, they'll love you for it. But only condition is you need to learn how to manage humor, because otherwise it might go a wrong way and you might lose control over your audience. Let me show you some examples where humor is used effectively. The first example is about Ellen DeGeneres. She hosted the Oscars in 2014 and she created a humor based on the situation and the occasion. She connected with the audience really well. Watch it here. She connected her audience, the statistical information and data, the occasion, as well as created humor together. And it was fine blend of all of these things, and which is why Ellen is the Ellen. If you can do something what Ellen did, that would be great. But there are other ways as well. Have you ever watched Joel Osteen? He starts all of his speeches with a joke. The joke might or might not be connected with the topic, but he uses it to connect with the audience. Let's watch it here.
I like to start with something funny, and I heard about this archaeologist in New York. He dug down 10 feet and found traces of copper wiring dating back 100 years. He concluded that New Yorkers had a telephone network over 100 years ago. Not to be outdone, an archaeologist from California dug down 20 feet and found copper wiring dating back 200 years. He concluded that Californians had a massive communications network 100 years earlier than New Yorkers. Upon hearing this, Bubba from Texas dug down 30 feet on his farm and found absolutely nothing. He concluded 300 years ago, Texans had already gone wireless.
That was interesting, right? Well, you can also try something like this. Come up with something interesting, a joke or your personal experience or any funny observation that you had about people, and share it with your audience and make them laugh. I've seen so many speakers who try to create humor, but meanwhile, sometimes they offend their audience. While talking about people, places, the circumstances of their lives, you might offend your audience. And of course, as a good speaker, you don't want to do that. Well, today I want to share with you a technique through which you would be able to avoid this thing and still create humor. The answer to this is self-deprecating humor. Here, you devalue yourself a little in front of your audience and make fun of yourself. Here, while creating fun of yourself, you don't offend your audience because you're not talking about them. And of course, when you laugh at yourself, you don't offend yourself. So this is how you'll be able to be safe, at the same time can create humor as well. Through this, you would be able to lower expectation of your audience from you. Of course, you are prepared and you are going to give a wonderful speech, but you lower the expectation and make them laugh on you. Let me show you one example where J.K. Rowling uses this technique while opening her commencement speech at Harvard University. We all know what J.K. Rowling is, and we all know what standing at Harvard means. But still, she tried it. Let's watch it here.
The first thing I would like to say is thank you. Not only has Harvard given me an extraordinary honor, but the weeks of fear and nausea I have endured at the thought of giving this commencement address have made me lose weight. A win-win situation. Now all I have to do is take deep breaths, squint at the red banners, and convince myself that I am at the world's largest Gryffindor reunion.
Well, also share with us what are your ways through which you open your speeches. Type it in the comment box and we'll surely go through it. If you have any questions regarding public speaking, post them in the comment box. We'll try if we can cover them in our next videos. And that's how we can stay connected. Speaker Circle is a platform through which we help people improve their public speaking skills. We conduct our monthly interventions online and you can also be part of it. All you need to do is fill up a Google form. You'll find the link in the description. So fill it up and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.